As Deep Creek Lake is a partnership with our stakeholders, we have to understand that there's a lot of information out here about the condition of the lake and what needs to be done to protect the lake. Our job at the Department of Natural Resources is to collect the science to help make decisions.
And we're finding out so much more. So we're just on the tip of the iceberg as far as our nearshore areas are. And so we're putting together this puzzle of deep water and nearshore areas in order to get a full picture of the lake.
Deep Creek Lake is an amazing resource for the Department of Natural Resources in the state of Maryland. In 2009, we established a long-term comprehensive water quality monitoring program, as well as in 2010, a submerged aquatic vegetation monitoring program. There are issues as the lakes get older, and what we are trying to do is to protect the lake for future generations. And over the years, with increased development around the lake, there are more sources of potential pollution, nutrient, and sediment introduction into the lake. And this is what part of our monitoring program assesses. We have established a baseline of the conditions, and we're trying to evaluate the change, if there is change, in the lake water quality over time.
And recently we decided we need to start checking out other areas of lakes. So we moved into the nearshore areas in 2017. And with that, we did discrete samples as well as began our continuous monitoring program. And the continuous monitors we can place in an area, and it'll take readings every 15 minutes. So we leave them in the lake for about 2 weeks at a time, and then we can go back and look at the data, and we're really finding out so much more about the lake.
And a lot of times when people think about water quality, they just think about water quality in the lake, but actually this is where a lot of times the water quality starts, and it's from our feeding tributaries. So when we take water quality samples here using the meter and a whole water sample and actually send it back to the lab, we can combine that with the data that we get from U.S. Geological Survey. They are the ones that maintain the gauge, which is actually on Cherry Creek, right up by the culvert here. The gauge actually measures the amount of flow or water that's coming down from Cherry Creek, and that's important because what we can do from that is we can look at how much sediment and nutrients Cherry Creek alone is contributing to Deep Creek Lake. It's great to know the quality of your stream under conditions like this, but a lot of times most of those sediments and nutrients that are going to be affecting water quality in the lake are coming in a storm event.
We need groups like the Foundation to help us disseminate accurate, sound science and truthful information on what's actually happening in the lake. Deep Creek Lake has some of the best freshwater quality within the state. It has the best, most robust fishing, freshwater fishing in the lake. And we need to get this message out.
Having a group like the Watershed Foundation to help us educate other people and educate them on what they can do individually, and also convey the facts and help them understand the facts. You know, conveying this to the general public, to the property owners, and to the visitors to Deep Creek Lake is extremely important. And as well as financially, we appreciate any help. DNR has a limited budget. You know, we're working with equipment that is very old and will be obsolete within a few years. So any help we can get with equipment costs or gauge costs, all these things that we use to monitor the lake is extremely appreciated and very welcome. And working together as a team, we can get much further.
Hi, I'm Nina Beitzel, and I'm a board member with the Deep Creek Watershed Foundation. Instead of just reading our mission statement, I'd like to personally tell you a little bit about who we are. The organization was founded with one simple idea: to raise both awareness and funds for various issues involving the Deep Creek watershed. We are a complete volunteer organization and a nonprofit. The only way that we're able to continually support these efforts are with your financial contributions. Any amount you're able to give is greatly appreciated. Please visit our website at deepcreekwatershedfoundation.org to read about how you can help, donate, and learn some of the future projects that we're trying to get involved with.